Hello guys, Zennosh here and welcome to Exos Heroes, and today it's time to review the Gold Fatecore Carrie. Yes, you heard me right. She is here even before the Gold Fatecore Dorka. That said, let's review her new skill sets and let's see if she's gonna be of any help to the current meta contents or not, and should you guys be really summoning for her or not. That said, let's get this started. Beginning with her artwork, I would say she definitely looks cute but not a waifu material. The normal Carrie is my waifu unit, but man, this girl right over here, a little bit of disappointment considering how amazing Carrie really is. I'm not satisfied. Anyways, notice right over here says Fatecore chance up young Empress of Brunn Carrie recruit. It's gonna start the banner 16th of September after the maintenance. That's gonna be tomorrow and it's gonna last until 7th of October. So her banner is gonna last for a total of 3 weeks instead of just 1 week. This is a new development in Exos Heroes, that the gold Fatecore banners are gonna last for a total of 3 weeks instead of just 1 week, which I would say it's a really good stuff. Alright. Main hero, it says you can recruit the hero plus Fatecore with a higher probability than premium recruitment. Alright, she's a gold Fatecore hero unit, so she's gonna drop at 0.5% chance from her own banner, and guess what guys, you will be able to get her for free after 28 multi summons. The PD count will not reset even if you get her, so yes, you can do the whole 28 multi summons and still you are gonna get her for free even if you have actually managed to get a lot of dupes in the way. So that's it. Now let's move into the Fatecore ability. Attack is gonna be boosted by 32 points, defense by 85 points, health by 259 points, and combat power by 10,800 points, which is pretty usual. Nothing super awesome right over here. Next is gonna be the skill information passive effect, which is known as the mana utilization 3. Definitely a lot of new effects has been added in the passive effect, which is pretty great. Increases attack based on allies' mana count. More the mana count in the team, more the damage is going to be dealing to the opponents, which is pretty easy to fulfill. Gains mana 1 mana if allies' mana count is at 10 or more on own turn. Gains mana 1 mana if enemies' mana count is at 10 or more on own turn, which is so easy to fulfill right away. So this is the reason why wizards are so good at gaining a lot of mana before their turn shows up. So they are actually capable of dealing massive damage against the opponents. Alright, so that's it. Now let's move on to the next effect. That's going to be the flow of mana over time effect. Back row allies permanently gain 1 mana. Usually when it comes to the PvP situations, the attack type units and the chaos type units are pretty much forced into the back row. So like providing mana boost to them is definitely going to improve your overall DPS output. So pretty great for the Zennosh battles especially. Next is going to be the Bramble. Afflicts target with less attack than self with Bramble mark at the start of battle and decreases health regeneration of all enemies by 20% for each Bramble mark on all enemies. So try to provide her the very high attack stat as much as possible so that like she can inflict that Bramble mark on the opponents. Okay, if she can inflict the all the opponents with the Bramble mark, like all of those 5 opponents with the Bramble mark, especially in the Zennosh battles, things are going to be so much in your favor. Okay, being able to reduce the health regeneration effect is definitely good, especially when you are trying to counter the healing opponents. All right, especially those one with Dorka in them. All right, so yeah, that's it. Next is going to be the Rosa Multiflora. It decreases health of the target by 3% for 10 turns when the target has Bramble mark, and it can be stacked as well. Think about that, man. Passive damage right off the bat. Oh wow, decreases health of the target by 3% for 10 turns when the target has Bramble mark. It's quite easy to come up with that, and then like it's pretty great damage as well. Okay, next is gonna be the separate goals mark effect. If there are 3 or more living enemies at the start of round, after the fast round, okay, so for the fast round it's not much gonna be any helpful at all, but after the fast round it's gonna be on effect, and guess what, she's gonna buff herself real good. Increases own attack, defense, and maximum health by 25%, can be stacked up to 2 times, meaning she can boost her attack, defense, and maximum health by 50% by 3rd round. So that is awesome. Okay, wow. With this, definitely she is gonna be quite hard to kill thanks to the defense and max health boost, and additionally she is going to deal some crazy damage. As she's a wizard, trust me, she's gonna hurt the opponents real bad. Okay, so that's it. Next is gonna be the Daring Regime. Overtime effect. Increases attack of all allies by 20%. That is great. With this effect, definitely she can actually fit really nicely like in Lenum team. We can even put her in the Greenland team as well. So it's really up to you. But I think in the Lenham team she's gonna fear the most. You can actually replace Fatecore Morris with her. What do you guys say? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay. So would you prefer Fatecore Morris or would you prefer the Fatecore Carrie right over here? Next is going to be the pressure tactics. Mark effect decreases the maximum health of all enemies by 30% for 1 round when all enemies living or dead, yes, living or dead, have 5 or more bramble marks at the start of the round. So yay, that is pretty great right off the bat. Being able to decrease the maximum health of the enemies, all the enemies, by 30% right off the bat, chop it off, you will be able to take down the opponents pretty easily and swiftly. That's a chunky health percentage that you are going to be ripping apart from the opponents. That is great. Like, she is cutting off the sustenance from the opponents as she is going to minimize the healing on the opponent team, right? She's going to improve the allies' attack stat so that like overall DPS output will be insane, and and additionally she's actually going to decrease the maximum health of the enemies by 30%. That is awesome, man. With all these things combined, she is definitely out there for an offensive approach against the opponents, and thanks to the Rosy Multiflora out here as well, being able to reduce the target's HP by 3% for 10 turns, it's just too good, man. Alright, so yes, she is pretty awesome out here thanks to these effects out here. Next is gonna be the Rapacious Flower. Okay, so active skill number 1, required mana 2 mana, effects. Okay, deals 95% damage to all enemies. Okay, and its special effect afflicts target with nullify heal for 14 turns, and it can't be removed. Nullify heal effect right over there, meaning like not only that, with the help of the bramble marks, she will be able to minimize the healing effect in the opponents, but she is actually going to even nullify the healing effect thanks to this skill effect right over here, which cannot be removed, and it's going to be out there for 14 turns, which is definitely going to be a really big pain in the ass for the opponents when they are trying to rely on their healers like Dorka and Fatecore Talia. So yay, that's great. Next is going to be the special effect, mana burns 1 mana, target with bramble mark, and then gains mana 1 mana for self. So that's pretty much like stealing the mana. That can be pretty great in order to deal some really great damage against the opponents, because guess what, guys, now she has a burst effect. Okay, so look at this. Active skill number 2, required mana 4 mana, and it has a burst effect, meaning more the mana she has, the more the damage she's going to be dealing to the opponents. Mystic Rose, it says, and deals 750 damage to 1 enemy. More the mana, more the damage, so she can actually deal some crazy single target nuking damage against the opponents, which can be pretty awesome, guys. So yeah, that's it. That is pretty awesome, and I would say yes, like she seems to be a pretty great unit. Okay, so what are her specialities? First speciality, she is out there to minimize the healing as much as possible, or even to block the healing right away thanks to a fast active skill, and that actually makes her quite like essential in order to counter the healing opponents. Okay, and also at the same time being able to improve the offensive power of the allies real good, being able to improve the attack power, and also at the same time her own stats is going to be boosted massively, like 50% of attack boost, defense boost, and maximum health boost is going to be so good for her. And at the same time she is going to be weakening the opponents real hard, like stripping 30% of the max SP right off the bat, being able to deal like damage over time to them, like 3% of the health of the target will be reduced for 10 turns, which is really great, and so on and on, guys. Okay, so this is pretty awesome, man. And she is a wizard as well, which definitely allows her to deal some crazy damage output over there. So the main question is, should you really summon for her? And my answer is yes. She is pretty great unit, and you can definitely put her around in like other teams out there as well, possibly with the Lenham team and other offensive like teams like Greenland or whatever you may feel like. Okay, because like when we are talking about the Northern Frosty and the Western Red, they are more into like stalling the opponents rather than dealing a lot of damage, right? So when it comes to like damage dealing, we have got the Lenum, we have got Greenland, and Asteroid Republic as well. So you can go with Asteroid Republic as well. If you have other like team formation combinations and other tricks out there, let me know in the comment section below. I would really love to hear it out. So for now, definitely she is really a good to have unit, and definitely she is a general as well. Having her dupes is going to be a really great help in improving her signature force. Yes, there we go, guys. All right, so like having any extra like the copy of this gold Fatecore Carrie is going to be a really great help in improving her even further and further and further and further. So when we are going to look into the exclusive weapon, definitely it's a scam. Don't try to fall for it. Don't try to summon for it. It's totally a waste of cess, because the extra effect that this exclusive fated weapon is actually going to give to us is next to nothing. Okay, it's pretty much bullshit. So even the normal fated weapon is gonna give you nearly the same effect as of this one right over here, guys. Not much of like stuff to really look into here. It's a scam. Don't fall for it. Don't try to summon the exclusive weapon. If you got lucky, someday you are actually gonna get these weapons from these summons from the Relic of Dragon Dynasty. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Anyways, that said, those are my insights. I'm pretty much not really happy with the developments of the Carrie right over here. I was looking for some busty wifey, but hey, we got a lolly. What's up? Alright, see you guys in the next video.